Hello again, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you the Necrosis spec. This spec goes right into 61, uses some Elementalists and a bit of Harbinger just for the spell power. This spec is one of the easiest specs you could ever use because there's so little buttons to press. I'll just show you the macro that we're going to be using for this. I forgot that was for raid. I use that for a pet attack, so it attacks immediately, and these are the buttons that you'll be using along with it. So when I start off, I basically use position first, just me personally. They will have another 4 abilities that I will show you later. The other ones that I use are Necrosis, that will always keep on. Empty the Necrosis, that will spawn 4 of them, and that's an instant cast. And then Lich form, which will, make you turn into a Lich, and you'll do more DPS. Other ones are the buffs here, which is Infection. You have there Soul Bond, which is a 30% buff that you can chuck on any person or even your pet, and it'll deal 30% less damage to him, but more damage to you, which you can actually use essentially to compensate for that damage that has been caused. But if you put it on a tank, then of course the tank gets hit for about 5k, and that won't be enough to keep you up. But that's as good as you can do. You have Bone Armor and Lightning Blade. So I'll just show you the rotation now. So basically, you go into Possession, you merely press Master's Rage, which will do a lot of DPS. Then use Oblivion, Ruination, and then just spam Scourge Bolt. And then these as such, like that. Of course, the DPS is quite high. It is an AoE, this when you change this form as well. Let's keep spamming that. Okay. Missed a bit, but I pressed that right after, which is Empty the Crypts. After Empty the Crypts, I'll then use Lich form. As before, you didn't quite see, but I use Necrosis as well. Use that again, just spamming. Okay, and then we use Lich form, like so. And that's basically the rotation. Enough that's run out. Go back to your normal form. And as such, you do have an AoE spec as well, which I'll show you a bit later. But that's basically it really. So afterwards, and this is a refresh, press Possession, you go through those 4 abilities that I showed you before. Then you would press Empty the Crypts and Necrosis and just the general spam macro. I don't use Musgrave, even though I do have it up there, because it's a cast timer for 3 seconds. I reckon you can do more DPS than just having to wait until that goes up anyway, and you do good DPS regardless. And then you can just go to position as well, like that. As such. There's that one there, that one. You just repeat once it's run out, use the second one, third one, and there. So we're having a quite steady stream of about 12k plus DPS, but of course I'm highly geared, I think, and that's the results and such. So it's really good for when it's instant, it's really fast, and as such, and there you go. So it's still around about 12k, which is pretty nice. So I'll just stop there. So the AoE, you use it with mobs, basically when a corpse explodes, it will deal damage to everyone around that corpse, which is basically this macro here. So when you look into it, it will tell you better. So there you go. There you go. So does that damage up to 8 enemies in 30 seconds and 3 stacks you can have. So the more stacks you have, then the more AoE damage will be applied, which is a huge amount. So yeah, there you go. So this rotation and build suits and helps, but yeah, for those who are starting first off, this may be the easiest and probably the preferred build to go for. So hope you've enjoyed it. See you later.